Alright gents, gonna do this video before it goes dark outside. Reproductive health is at an all-time low, especially in the West. Uh, Men's is terrible, women's is also terrible, but I think the difference is women's is through propaganda and social engineering and things like feminism. On top of the health issues that they have, men tend to it really is about sperm count with men and fertility and luteinizing hormone and testosterone, which is awesome because you can reverse that stuff really quickly. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But in case men don't have the same issue, you have all the time in the world to fix yours, and you don't have the countdown on the number of eggs. One thing that bear with me here. I'm going to get to sperm count in a minute, but one thing that fascinates me about infertility, especially with women, is there was one Chinese engineer who was a bit of an investment guru, very very high IQ woman, very very sharp, very intelligent. You get the picture here. Very very good with numbers, not a dumb individual at all. And she was going on about her on a blog post about her issue with her history with infertility, and she was advising other women what to do. And there was all this IVF trauma, needles and stuff everywhere, and she was crying and she was up and down and horrible arguments with her husband and all this trauma. And there was still a paragraph at the bottom where she was saying that it's actually not true that 35 is the where fertility starts declining for women. It's actually 38. And so despite all of this pain she's just gone through, she's still telling women to delay having kids later and later and later. Anyone who understands anything about the body knows that the earlier you start, the healthier their kids are going to be. Women have this irrationality when it comes to this, and they're extremely brainwashed. Fortunately, most men don't have this. So with you guys, it really is focusing on testosterone, but especially luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and sperm count and sperm quality. And so if you're looking to start a family and you want the kids to be as healthy as humanly possible, you need a girl that's not completely and utterly brainwashed like the Chinese one, who had a very, very high IQ, but the irrationality is off the fucking charts. Crazy to not tell other women to start younger instead of older, which is the truth. Whereas I'm here, I'm going to give you the truth because that's just the world I live in. Hopefully you guys do too. Raw ginger and raw onion and raw garlic are fantastic foods that you should be adding to your meals at least on a daily basis. This is reason 942 that I say cook your damn meals instead of ordering them and being lazy. The Alex Hormozis of this world will say, get Chick-fil-A or whatever the American thing is, get it all delivered, and then you save time and you make more money. There's more to life than making slightly more money per hour. There is more to life than just that, especially if you want to be healthy, especially if you want high testosterone, low inflammation, a long life, a long healthy life, and healthy kids. I like Alex Hormozy, but the dude's on steroids. You don't get that big without steroids. So he didn't have to worry about the testosterone thing. Plus, he's a freak of nature with business. Very hyper successful. Most of us are not going to be Alex Hormozy. Cooking your foods will change the game entirely. Not only are the oils going to be better, things like extra virgin olive oil instead of these toxic seed oils, which not only wreck your heart health and your cardiovascular health, they wreck your all the other organs, including your reproductive organs. Not good. So you replace the toxic oils with quality oils. There's no plastics involved if you're cooking yourself and you use proper equipment. things like a wooden spoon, for example. There's none of that involved. There's no microwaves involved. You cook it lightly. You don't overcook things, so you retain most of the nutrients. And then you can add on raw ginger, raw onion, and raw garlic at the end as well. No chef is going to be doing that for you. So when you cook, you have everything under your control. Now, why do you want raw ginger or garlic and onion? All of these things have been shown in various studies to increase sperm count. And they do this via partly through increasing luteinizing hormone, partly through antioxidant activity, partly to do with blood flow, partly due to digestive health. But the big two are luteinizing hormone and reducing inflammation and oh my, wow, this is embarrassing. Oxidative stress. I can't even talk. Incredible. But those three, man, on top of your meals, which hopefully have meat or some kind of seafood or some kind of veg, I guarantee I wouldn't have the physique or the testosterone levels of 1020 now that I now have if it wasn't for cooking. If I was ordering in these low satiation, they might have high protein, but low satiation, high inflammation, low nutrient density meals, I guarantee I wouldn't have the testosterone levels I have now. Cooking is a game changer. If you need to batch cook, bulk prep all your meals, do that, save a bunch of time. But it's a complete game changer. So that's it. That's how I would do it. When you're cooking your beef, your steak, your chicken, your salmon, whatever it is, meal prepping, get them into your Tupperwares, your ceramic dishes, not plastic. Slice all the onions up, whack them on top. Same thing with the garlic and the ginger, and just put them on top of each meal, and they're in the fridge ready to go. That will change the game for your reproductive health. Drizzle some extra virgin olive oil on top instead of toxic seed oils, canola, and I can't even remember the names of the other, like grapeseed, various seed oils. Whack them in the fridge, and you have your reproductive power meals ready to go, instead of leaving things to guesswork and indecision. And then on top of that, if you've done blood work and you know that your estradiol's too high, there's supplements for that. If your cortisol's a big one, guys, for reproductive health, stress levels. So sleep's going to be huge, sunlight's going to be huge, but supplements, things like either ashwagandha or rhodiola can be useful. Morning light versus a lack of evening blue light, also important. And here's a little side tangent, not entirely relevant to this video, but my sleep was a little bit messed up over Christmas. Alcohol didn't help, but my red lamp bulb went, and I only replaced it at the start of this month. January this is, for anyone watching in the future. And once I got that red light into my eyes every morning, within 2 days my sleep was fixed, and any sugar cravings I had, any sweet cravings I had, immediately disappeared, purely because of the red light fixing my sleep. And I suspect lowering my cortisol levels as well. So I say red light therapy in the morning, people don't get it. They're like, what? Why would I do that? It's the first thing to look at when it comes to improving your sleep. And with improving your sleep comes testosterone, higher testosterone, lower cortisol, lower cravings for sweet foods and junk food, and improved reproductive health. So there we go. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, check out the 10 testosterone non-negotiables for 2025. I think you'll find it very useful, and I'll see you in that one.